hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you got here in a timely fashion. At one moment, while I confirm the cargo's condition. Marvelous. This is an absolutely impeccable condition. I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough, thanks to you. Go ahead and connect your... This should enable me to... As for the car, I applied a few finishing touches. It is a... You'll find it deals... which might come in hand. It's hard to say. So that's all the... Ideally. Unfortunately, though, such firepower... In addition, you can swap... I highly recommend using the... Thank you. I'll be sure to continue my... I intend... Any assistance you... Oh, before you go. A gift of... This cargo will allow you to enhance the DHV magic. I'll need some time to prepare it for transport, but I'll be sure to post it.
Sam, it's me. Our enemies have grown bolder and more aggressive, but I see you are all able to fend. Chiral network coverage now stands in excess of 85% across Australia. We are already seeing indications of plate gate form. Just a bit more, Sam. I know you and your... and to prepare for what's to come. I encourage you to rest in your private room. Be advised, Sam, that I've switched this call to private mode. We need to talk about Charlie. I reviewed the contract between APAC and Drawbridge and followed the money. By doing so, I was able to confirm that funding for Drawbridge was provided by none other than Bridges. Though they used intermediaries to obfuscate the transactions, Bridget is undoubtedly the source of your patron's... In other words, Drawbridge cannot be considered as an independent civilian. Should these details come to light, your attempts to integrate Mexico and Australia in... When I tasked Drawbridge with these missions, it was under the assumption that it was a non... But I, APAC, and you yourselves may have... I will continue to pursue this investigation for now.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. Give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
Sam. I finished preparing your next delivery for you. You'll find it utilizes cutting-edge technology. Oh, and my mentor also asked that you deliver a hearty... Anyway, take on the main order.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our... I did a deep dive into the DHV Magellan's provenance. While it is indeed a civilian vessel that has been retrofitted for this mission, the financing for that work appears to have come from Bridget's own accounts, just like the funding for Drawbridge itself. It would be fair to say that this would make it a government vessel, in effect. Charlie was involved in all of the relevant... This only increases the likelihood that Charlie has connections to... Of course, it now seems likely that Charlie does not exist. In which case, these actions may have actually been the work... If everything, including the extension of network infrastructure, was simply a pretext for territorial expansion, then it's plain our company has made a grave error. This is a delicate situation that requires caution, and we cannot afford to ignore the threat that Higgs poses either. As such, your best course of action is to continue to undertake main orders and prioritize linking up. As always, I will contact you if and when I learn more. Don't let us down, Sam.
Commencing route creation.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Simon is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB-00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB-00 was placed into storage and reclassified, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Corbridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified. And now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB-00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB-00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB-28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB-00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you... Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie. And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place then.
Disengaging weapon restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Very close now.
Hell yeah.
back, Sam. I see you come back. Just give me a moment to check it. Truth, Sam. This cargo's in flawless condition. You're in a class of your own.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here's a little something for you. Feel free. We'll prep the main cannon for immediate use and look into making improvements to the other armament. It won't be long now till the DHV Magellan is fully operational. Anyway, I'd better hurry up, and thanks again, Sam.
Sam, your next objective will also be your last. Terminal Fort Knott. To put them on the grid, you'll first need to link up the Southern Environmental Observatory. It's safe to assume that this final step will be the most challenging yet. For now, you should rest in the private room to ensure you're well prepared for what's to come.
While you were resting, Fragile and the others made it back to the ship safe and sound. They were able to procure all the materials we needed without any issue. Tarman has just finished installing our new main cannon. He said it will be some time before... Even so, the DHV Magellan has been restored. Now, it's time for us to do what we can, and to finish what we've started.
Did you sleep well, Sam? Repairs to the DHV Magellan are now complete. We're ready for you to chart our next course. The main cannon is being fitted as well. but it'll take a while for it to be calibrated. I'll let you know when it's ready for use. Finish off anything you need to do out there, then prepare to continue expanding the chiral network. We're counting on you, Sam.
Sam, this is Charlie. Your next order requires that you accomplish two specific objectives. First of all, you are to proceed to the armed survivalist base and destroy all the chiral jammers you find there. So long as even a single one remains active, you will be unable to use your Cupid to link up the next facility. It is therefore essential that you remove this impediment before proceeding any further. Our latest reports indicate that there are hostiles on site who are equipped with electromagnetic shields. This would give them a significant defensive advantage, so engaging them head-on in a firefight may lead to a prolonged and difficult struggle. If you intend to go on the offensive, consider the properties of your weapons carefully before deciding which ones to bring with you. After you have destroyed all the chiral jammers at the enemy's base, head directly to the Southern Environmental Observatory. A contingent of ghost mechs has been sighted dangerously close to the facility. We need to bring it onto the chiral network before these mechs can get into position and prevent us from doing so. Once you've extended network coverage, the DHV Magellan can move there to provide support. There's no time to waste, Sam.
Commencing route creation. carriers can be loaded with cargo once deployed.
I see you've returned from the seam at last, Sam. I'm afraid your cargo was stolen, Sam. Taken and stashed in an enemy postbox, I believe. The location should be marked on your map. Let's go and get it back. Enemy reinforcements? But how? job. No more jammers to worry about. Let's head to the Southern Environmental Observatory. That, Sam? Those ghost mechs up ahead haven't noticed we're here. Let's try and keep it that way, shall we?
Hey, Sam. It's Tarman. We've almost finished making our adjustments to the DHV Magellan's main cannon. Once you've brought the Southern Environmental Observatory into the chiral network, that region will be within range of our weaponry. So feel free to let us deal with the remaining hostiles over there. Just focus on getting you and your Cupid to the observatory and putting it on the grid ASAP. You can do it.
ghost mechs managed to make it this far? The facility is in danger. We need to eliminate them before they attack. Get behind cover! Southern Environmental Observatory has been completely overrun, Sam. There's no way we can finish our...
Okay, just a bit further now.